In our first set of workshops in the fall of 2019, we focused on the intense energy that is part of becoming an Olympic athlete. We asked our students to look at Olympic athletes as incredible expressions of creative energy. These athletes direct their energy in such a way that allows them to become the best at what they set their minds on. The potential for great energy that each student contains within them became a starting point for us to begin drawing. Starting in workshops in Patricia Quigley's art class at Bache-Martin Elementary School in Philadelphia, we asked our students to think about what their energy would look like if it was unleashed as a beautiful and creative line. After they created one drawing, we asked them to create another that's just a little better, and another. After creating many drawings, the students create a beautiful ring drawing that uses lines, shapes, and patterns they explored in their practice drawings. In January of 2020, I made my first visit to Saiki, Japan to work with Cho-san and the Chararimpa team for a week of intensive workshops. I brought with me a collection of art supplies for us to develop our project further with Japanese youth. The children first created energy lines and created beautiful drawings of rings inspired by the work created by students in Philadelphia. They then continued to draw on long strips of color vinyl. These color strips were then wrapped around foam rings to create a suspended sculpture that links together hundreds of drawings made by the students. The students also painted their energy designs on rings of mural cloth that we glued on top of a large print of drawings made by students in Philadelphia. We also brought stencils of Olympic sports and mural cloth cutouts of all the countries in the world. Students chose a country, found it on the map, and they created drawings using the stencils. The artwork we made at the end of the week combined all of our efforts into one large installation in the entrance of the Lumbini Kindergarten in Saiki. In February of 2020, the pandemic brought our project to a stop. Our collaboration team continued to share ideas back and forth via email, but with so much uncertainty, it was very difficult to plan or commit to a path forward.
この一緒にやったことを何らかの形に残したいっていう強い3人の思いがあって、たまたま、うちの幼稚園で新しい建物を建てるという話があった時に、そこに壁画を作って、ベンさんとさくらさんとの協力の成果をそこの壁に残したいということになって、さくらさんがモザイクの壁画を考えてくれました。これが建物で、この建物の制作についてまたさくらさんご説明お願いします。
ベンさんの手法っていうのは結構コンピューター上でこうたくさんの子どもたちの混在させてその色っていうものを作るんですけど、僕なんかはもうシンプルに、それだけというかほぼ何もしてないですけどね、何もしてない状況が強いなって思うんですね。そのフォルムの強さっていうか、もうベンさんのやってるようなそのエネルギーとかパワフルなそのドローイングを子どもたちに見たときに、もう根源的なそういうその人間の何か中から出てくるようなそういうそのタッチっていうものを感じたもんだから、この建築家のデザインに対してそういうそのなんですかね、手の感触とかそういうそのタッチみたいなものが残るような、しかもそれはパブリックアートとして高級的に残るようなものとして、この建築に負けないフォルムとして子どものタッチをこう採用したということですね。キャラリンパプロジェクトはですね、そのスローガンに子どもとアートの冒険ということを掲げています。その子どものアートで僕ら大人が冒険に一緒に行けるという喜びってすごくあるんですね。なんか毎回これは僕らが経験することもそうだけども、多分そのベンさんたちの作品を見ても同じように僕らはやっぱり想像力を膨らませるし、次にどんなものを作ろうとかどんなアイデアが出てきたって溢れてくるものがやっぱりあるんですね。それは多分僕らがそう思って、アーティストがそう思って子どもたちに接して、子どもたちにもそれに触発されて僕らまた考えたり、そういうものってすごく楽しいんですね。でこれはもう誰に対しても効果的なものだと僕は思っています。だからその地域の誰もが子どもたちと触れ合って、そしてそれを応援して、でやっぱり結果的にプロジェクトや壁画になっていけば 素晴らしいとは思います。地域が盛り上がっていくっていうことがすごい僕らがとても毎日を楽しく生きれるというか、そういうことだと思います。
But in the spring of 2021, exciting things began to happen. Sakura-san and the Charimpa team selected a few dynamic energy drawings from our workshops and created a beautiful mosaic mural for the new children's hall in Saiki. An opportunity to create a pop-up display in Saiki led us to create 6 large parasols that we wrapped with ring drawings on the outside and energy lines on the inside. We also began planning a large installation in the atrium of Bache-Martin Elementary School in Philadelphia that is inspired by the hanging sculpture in Saiki. This is taking place during the students' first week back at school and will be made with the entire school from kindergarten to 8th grade. The project is rooted in the creative energy that was expressed in our first workshops, but also contains a growing ring sculpture that gathers together new artworks created by youth in Philadelphia, youth in Saiki, and youth in Tokyo. We hope that the energy and emotions that have gone into this project can be seen and felt throughout each creative outcome.